All right, hopefully you can hear me okay. Got the scratchy voice going on. So you should be watching this video, watch the entire thing, and then you can do your own assignment. So you're going to start and you are going to click here. You're going to make a copy. So copy it. Then we want to name it, remove the words copy of, and then we want to file it into our 6th grade math folder. You should have a 6th grade math folder. You're going to move it there. So once you have done that and click on move, you're going to do that. So you are going to need a dice from the manipulation station that is up at the black bookshelves. You can get all the supplies you need up there. So you need to get one of these dice, just one, and we are going to make some equivalent fractions. So you get to decide what you want to compare. You can compare cats and dogs, apples, oranges, pink flowers, red flowers. It does not matter. So I'm going to say people that, there's a bell, play soccer. And we're going to compare that to people that play football. So again, right, these can be anything you want. Just what are the two things that you're going to be pretending to compare? So you need labels. So I'm going to take my dice and I roll it. I got a 3, so I put the 3 here. And then I roll the dice again. I got a 5, not 58, 5. Now I'm just going to make equivalent ratios. This one says make it 2 times bigger. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times that is 10. I'm going to make it 3 times bigger. That's 9. 5 times 3 is 15. And I'm going to finish that chart. I'm going to let you just do that. I think you can finish that. When you come to the next one, it's a little bit different. You can see that these don't have, what doesn't tell you what to do. You get to choose. So I'm going to come up with my 2 things I am comparing. I am going to compare how many Pokemon cards to baseball cards people have. So I didn't finish typing baseball cards. So I'm going to roll my dice 2 times. So this time I got a 2. And I'm going to roll again. And this time I got a 6. So I put those there. So that's all I need my dice for. It's just finding those first 2. So now I need to make equivalent ratios. So I'm going to times these by 2. I get to choose. So times by 2, times by 2. I can also see I can simplify these. These can get smaller. I'm going to divide them both by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. I always want to come back to my original problem. So not all of them will be able to simplify. Like if I had on this one 3 and 5, 3 and 5 can't get smaller by dividing anything. So now I'm going to say times by 10. Just pick a number. I mean, don't make it hard. Just pick a number and do the same thing to both of them. So I'm going to times by 10, times by 10. So every time somebody has 2 Pokemon cards, they have 6 baseball cards. 2 of these, they get 6 of these. All of these are cards, that numbers of cards that they could have. Okay, I'm going to times this by 5 is 10, and I'm going to times this by 5 is 30. So all of these are equivalent ratios. So now we are going to find the ones that are equivalent. So we want to simplify these. So I need to think 4 and 6, what can these be divided by? They can both be divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 1 and 3 can't be divided by anything, so I'm going to simplify. They're going to stay the same because I would divide them by 1. So you're going to finish the chart. Same thing on this one. Finish the chart by simplifying. Then it wants you to highlight the equivalent teams. So to do that, and it's easier if you go get a mouse and then put it back when you're done. You just click and then highlight the whole row. And then you come to this little marker right after the A. It says highlight. And just pick a color. And now, right, it's highlighted. This one, and you're going to pick the 2 that are the same, that were equivalent. And if you mess up, just go back and highlight it white so you can't see it anymore. So you're highlighting the 2 that are equal to each other. So I can see the Tigers and the Rams are not the same. because they won every time they're winning one game, they're losing three. But these guys are winning two and then losing three. So they're not the same. So do the same thing on here, simplify and highlight the ones that are equivalent. And then when you're done, just go get it checked off by somebody, but not anybody, a teacher. All right, if you made it this far in the video, come tell me the mystery words. The mystery words are violet porcupine. Violet porcupine. Come tell me that, and you can get yourself 1 point for following all of the directions. And then be sure to put your dice away and clean up after yourself, because as you know, I am not your maid. All right, so go get that done and get it checked off.